Okay, guys, I'm here now. Sorry about that. I'm sorry I had issues. I'm here now. Mm. Yeah, that's like a lot better. I think I just need to eliminate some of the middle stuff because wow, big difference. There it is. So how's everybody doing tonight? I know I like don't have anybody in here right now, but well, how are you doing, Crafting House? Thanks for joining my live stream. Low Lid, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I had some technical issues. That's why I started a little late. So if this is you guys' first time in my live stream, I sit and wait about 10, 15 minutes before I actually get to cooking. Uh, it gives people some time to get the notification if they get it, or if they're browsing through YouTube to see that I'm live, things like that. Um, I smoke, so basically I give enough time for me to have a cigarette and a cup of coffee, and then I get started. This is completely live. This is um, anything that could happen, will happen type uh, situation. All homemade food. I maybe once or at most twice a year make like hamburger helper or something. Um, I love to cook, and I'm getting my channel a little bit more professional looking than it used to be. It used to be all the mobile app and blah blah blah, but um, I don't do that anymore. I use multiple cameras, different views, things like that. I have a little menu up at the top left of the screen, as you guys can see. I have a ticker up top. Um, that ticker is my contact information and anything important that I might need to say or extend out to you guys. Well, hi, Mary. Thanks for joining my live stream. Thanks for sharing is caring. Yeah, Brenda is a regular of mine in my live streams, and she's a hoot when she comes in chat and talks. So for those of you that are new, I really appreciate you coming in. This is all homemade food. I was just kind of explaining to a couple of you guys that just come in. I am a smoker, so um, you know, so kill me. Uh, but I do uh, give like 10 or 15 minutes, enough time to have a cigarette, chat with you guys for a minute, wait for a few people to come in to get the notification bell, things like that, and have a cup of coffee, and then I get started. So, Ashley is my moderator, and she's my wife. So, you guys, if you join my live streams often, you will get to know her. Um, a little bit of information about her. I do a lot of my cooking based around her. She had gastric bypass surgery last August. If you go through some of my videos on my channel, you will see information on that. And so far, she's lost well over 100 pounds. Um, so a lot of that is based on what she can eat, what she can't eat, things like that. I don't do a lot of pastas and a lot of breads because of that reason. She is allergic to onion severely. I can't even cut it in the house, or she'll break out in hives. So um, I do some modifications, but if there's something that includes onion or includes this or that, I will explain it and tell you guys. Um, I go through. I made homemade pizza, showing how to make the crust and everything. Um, if I have something detailed that I'm working on my cutting board, I'll have a camera view here. I have my camera view over on my stove, things like that. So you guys can get a really good view and idea. If you don't know how to make something, you can learn how to make it. If you want to know how to make something and have never done it before, my email is up on the ticker and down in the description. So send me an email. Let me know, hey, I've never made this. How could you do this? Or could you do this? Do you have any tips for this? Things like that. I'm always open to things like that. So also, um, I mentioned this generally a couple times in my live stream. I have a GoFundMe campaign going right now. The GoFundMe campaign is because we are um, trying to pay for an attorney for adoption. We are trying to adopt. Um, One of our best friends is pregnant, and she wants to give us the baby, but attorney's fees are very expensive. So, um, if you guys could go check that out, the link is in the description of the video, and it'll give you a better idea of why we're asking for the amount we're asking and stuff like that. So, nothing except kitchen fires, huh? Sounds like Ashley's sister. She can burn water. That's how bad of a cook she is. So I do have a little bit of a lag, maybe 4 seconds or so, 4 or 5 seconds, between the time I talk to the time you guys hear it. So if you guys comment or on something, or if I'm busy doing something and you're commenting, I will see the comments. Just give me a few minutes. Gluten-free, that's a very good way to cook. Um, Sometimes it can be blamed as tasteless, but gluten-free is a very healthy way to cook. And um, I do. Uh, I was having some. I have been having some technical issues, but I think I've gotten those figured out, and I'm going to get that fixed. I just need to get a new cable. Uh, Hopefully this week, if not, as soon as I can. But okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Um, this live stream. Oh, if you guys ever want to know anything about knives, anything about cooking, if you guys ever want to see anything demonstrated, let me know. Send me an email, and I can do that for you guys. Um, and I cook everything from outside uh, barbecuing ribs to inside baking bread. I make cookies. I make cakes. I make everything you can think of. So one mistake a lot of people, and I have aprons, but this isn't an intensive any kind of dinner. This is a toss bacon, bacon in a pot type dinner, and so with my bacon, all I do is cut the package in half. We used to get, believe it or not, this is a pound and a half package of bacon. We used to get two of these. We don't anymore. Now it would just be a waste. She does sometimes. Um, there will be a stream or two here and there where she'll make like she just made her stroganoff last week or a week and a half ago, something like that, and that's really good. She makes really good meatballs, and there's some things that she will come into the kitchen for and cook, but 98% of the time I'm the one cooking, which I don't mind. I love to cook, so. And you guys see my hand. I don't know if you'll see it up close. I'll show you. I got mauled today. I'm trying to take it easy on my left hand. Um, yeah, bacon is. That's why I figured, a good stream showing bacon cooking isn't gonna affect anything. Isn't gonna be a bad stream. If I can get my camera to sit up here. The camera's wanting to be a bit nutty on me tonight. There we go. There's the bacon. Oh yeah. Just straight down the middle. You take a really sharp knife, and it'll cut right in half. I know sometimes the bacon, because it's kind of gooey before it's cooked, will kind of bend and stuff like that on you. But um, Freaky Geek. Okay, just so you know, Freaky Geek, he's crazy. Don't mind him. No, he's a riot. So he's Canadian though, so you got to give him that break. But yeah, the bacon in the pan is raw still. It just got put in the pan, so it's got to cook. Hi, Tammy. How are you doing tonight? I hope well. How's Bobby doing? Um, one way I cut that package of bacon in half like that so easily is because my knife is very, very sharp. Um, you saw me with the knife steel, sharp, uh, stealing the knife. I always keep this. This is my favorite knife. I have a lot of control over this knife, and I sharpen it once a month with a little sharpening stone. And one mistake people do or don't do with their knives is before every use, you always want to hone that blade. That's what this steel does. That's what, if you get a butcher block that has one of these, use it. I sure truck here is okay. Um, a lot of people don't know knife technique and how to hone a knife, but that blade on that knife can stay very, very sharp just by using this and sharpening it once a month. What you do, it's kind of easier said than done, but when you have your steel, use it in put this in your non-dominant hand. Use your knife in your dominant hand. Very carefully put the knife against the steel at an angle, the same angle that the blade is at already. You can see I have very little angle on that. It looks like it's almost parallel with the steel, and just go back and forth each side of the knife. So it's pretty easy to do. You just chew it up real fine. Well, I'm not like chopping it up. All I did is slice the package in half. I have my knife out. Somebody made the comment that I cut the knife, or the package of bacon in, really good. So eggs and cheese. That's all you had, Timmy? Yeah, we don't like ours crunchy. We like it just cooked. It's not like overcooked or anything like that. Still has a good texture. It's not like floppy. You guys will see how it's done. How I do it. Oh, Amanda.
At your village again?
Yeah, tell her to get her butt in chat. Yeah, you cooked eggs and cheese, but you didn't cook bacon. Yeah, I think I have figured out some of my connection issue, or most of my connection issue. See, excuse me. See, I have a really good setup, but I don't have internet here at my house. My neighbor, I use his Wi-Fi, and I have a Wi-Fi extender in one of my windows. It picks up his signal excellent, and I had it run into a router and then to my computer. Well, I just figured out that apparently both routers that I have had to try to use to try to fix the problem are the problem. So I'm just running the cable directly. Yeah, I mean, one of them is, well, let me show you. So this router here is actually supposed to be a really, really good router. It's a Netgear R6300. It's a all the way to AC band router. Learned that the Wi-Fi and the chips in it, it's trash. And this one always used to be a good, reliable router, but I just tried using it, and I had to start 15 minutes late because, yeah, it wasn't working. And that's into the ports. That's not Wi-Fi. So, yeah, I don't know why they're having issues, but the Wi-Fi extender has a port on it, and has pretty good Wi-Fi on it. So hey Shanna, how are you doing? Well, yeah, let me show you. I could probably even run better now, but I'm not gonna try it. But I'll show you my speeds I get if I can. Well, that's not running right. I'll just do this. It's stupid right now, but normally, oh, there it goes. It showed 10. It's running fast enough for me to be able to do that, and it's all that matters right now. It's probably the water that's causing it to act up a little bit. But I just run the test before I started to make sure, and I was download at 50. Upload at like 15, 20. You guys can hear that thunder outside. Oh, we're just having some BLT sandwiches and chips. Nothing spectacular tonight. It's a really rainy night. Not feeling uh, all that cooking much. So um, but this is my speeds for those of you that care. Um, that's with a PlayStation 4 going. That's with this going. That's with my iPad going and Ashley's phone going. This is taking most of it. And yeah, you don't want to burn it. I'll show you guys the rain that we're going through right now. Okay, sorry I was buffering. Okay, sorry I was buffering. We're having some pretty major rain coming down right now, so. She needs to quit. Like, she needs to. Christy needs to quit. Uh, we played this game online called Coin Master, and it's a pretty fun game. And her sister plays it, and she's attacking my village. No, we won't get hit like terribly hard. We're not supposed to. It's just some pockets of heavy rain that are coming through here and there. So, Actually, we do have a pretty good storm coming through. They said it was supposed to. We're supposed to get about 2 inches of rain tonight overall. You want to turn on the TV and see the radar?
Andrew. Yeah. Come here. Can you hear me later about TC, please? Okay.
So, there's two bands of internet that I get. I get a 5G and a 2.4G. I think the 5G may be down right now, and that's why it showed on there. It's running so slow, and that's why. Yeah. So yeah, we are located. You guys can see it where that little dot is on next to my thumb over here, and that's all the rain we're getting. So yeah, you didn't just wake up. You attacked my village a little bit ago. Sorry, I don't mean to be looking like I'm lost, but I'm looking for something. No, I understand, Amanda. It's okay. So everybody say hi to Amanda if you haven't already, please. She's like a sister to us, and she's pregnant. So, what's up, Mo man? How are you doing, bud? So, while I'm waiting for my bacon to finish up, let's slice up some tomatoes. Tomatoes, we like to sometimes get the ones on the vine. Um, they're a little bit more expensive, but they're still kept in with those nutrients and stuff from that vine. So, it was rolling, huh? She was literally rolling across your belly? Um, Sharing, she is about 7 months, and we're going to name her Bella. It's a little girl. I mean, it's what we've been told. Almost 8? Okay. I thought she was more like 7. Okay. Yeah. And this here is what a sharp knife will do. And you can see that I'm not applying any pressure to the tomato. So out of one tomato this size, I got one that's thicker because it was at the end. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slices. Friday, okay, good, good, good. You have a good eye. Yes, Maxwell House is what I drink. I don't like Folgers. I think Folgers has too much oil, and oil in your coffee gives you the runs. I'll say it nice. Okay. Mm. That tomato's really good. Yes, one thing that you guys will see um, in every stream is my coffee. I drink a pot in the morning, I drink a pot in the evening. I don't care if it's 100 degrees outside, I drink a pot. Well, hey, Dreamy Genie. Long time no see. How you doing? Okay. Um, so if you guys are new in here and you don't know any of the other people or uh, don't mind having a few subscribers, new subscribers, check out everybody else's channel. Um, try not to use the word sub in chat. It messes up YouTube and stuff like that. Subscribe, blah 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 blah. I'm not telling you to go out and check everybody else's channel, but if you want to, you can. I'm not opposed to that. Oh, I was going to show you guys. I got mauled today. We have a few animals. You guys didn't really see that with the light, but we have one, two, four cats. Two of them are old and senile. um, the other half, one is 3 months old, 3 to 4 months old, and the other one, Diamond's about a year and a half old. You guys will see them sporadically in my live streams. And we have a rabbit. Yes, we have a rabbit. He's indoors. He's tame. Um, you guys don't see it, but right on the other side of my counter, this is an open concept living room and kitchen. So my countertop extends just right onto the living room. Well, his cage is right on the other side of the countertop, and um, we let him out through the day. He's trained. He's litter box trained. He goes back to his litter box every so often. He doesn't want to go back, or one of the cats is chasing him or something and playing with him, and he doesn't want to go back in. But it's just little tiny pellets. You vacuum up. It's not a big deal. Um, well, Boots, our youngest cat, he was chasing and playing with our rabbit, Steve. Um, and Steve wanted a break, so he went into his cage. And it's not just like a little pet cage, it's a big, uh, each panel is 2 foot, and there's
And the dog cage over.
8 panels, so it's 16-foot square. Um, Aw. Well, um, Steve wanted to get a little break from running from Steve, so he went into his cage, and Boots chased him in there. Um, so I, ran, didn't run in there or anything, but I went up to the cage and went to grab Boots out, and I guess I just scared the bejesus out of him or something, because he doesn't. I mean, I had to have scared the life out of him because he come up. I grabbed him by the nape of the neck like this, and he come up with his back legs and his front legs and just tore the crap out of my hand. So. Okay. Yeah, he is litter box trained, and um, it's really awesome how it works out. Yes, I do sometimes cook with the bacon grease. That's why I'm storing it. Um, I haven't had anything I've really needed it for lately, so I kind of have an excess of it. But um, bacon grease is good for a lot of things. Um, you can make gravy out of it instead of making sausage gravy. If you don't have any sausage on hand and you have bacon grease, just heat some bacon grease up in your skillet. Um, about a quarter cup maybe of it, and add some flour to it. Make a good gravy out of it. You got homemade fried potatoes. Um, bacon grease, it will go rancid, but it takes a while. Oh, actually, a long time. And you have to store it in a very tight container for it to not go rancid quickly. But if you store it in a very tight container, like a mason jar, and things like this, the core of the lettuce, go to our rabbit. Is he even is? Yes, he is. Steve, Steve. Hey, buddy. And he'll go in his cage once he's done for the night. A lot of times, I'll just yell at him that it's bedtime, or he'll come out in the living room and I'll tell him it's bedtime, and he'll go in his cage a lot of times. Um, so the lettuce for the sandwiches, if we're not having like a salad or something, I just kind of leave the lettuce together, and we can break it off into sandwiches. It makes really good sandwich fixins.
I just realized you're on
What's that? Hi, Hazel. So, one thing I use to clean up, and I don't endorse it or anything like that, I just tell what I use. So this isn't a paid endorsement, but Lysol wipes, even off-brand, if you find them or whatever, amazing. I use them to wipe down my counters, disinfect my cutting boards. You're on your tablet. Is your tablet more important than watching Uncle Nate? Yeah. come back up. Shoot, three's right. You guys haven't seen Ashley yet. I want to do this. She's dressed. That way you guys can meet her. Um, Come here, sweetheart. Give me just a second, guys. I'm looking for a picture. There's too many pictures. Okay, so this. Hold on. There's a picture. If I can get it zoomed in. Come back behind me. Of her at her heaviest. Some of her heaviest. Good. And that's her now. For everybody new, say hi to Ashley, my wife. She went through gastric bypass August of last year. At her heaviest, she was 489 pounds, which was December of 2017. November of 2017. And at her surgery, she was only 60 pounds less than our heaviest. So, where are you at now?
311, I think.
She's down 120 pounds. 125 pounds, something like that. She is less than 100 pounds away from my weight. I know some people are picky about mayonnaise that they use, but we just use generic mayo. but I don't make sandwiches very often. It's just one of those nights. It's stormy out, things like that. So you don't want to cook too much. Body's achy, stuff like that from the weather. Just wanted a simple sit down, and bacon is good at any time. So, how you doing, Muscle Car? Thanks for joining my live stream. I really appreciate it. We're just having a good chit chat. Oh, pork chops. How do you make your pork chops? Yes, they do. And salt. Everything bad for you. Oh, I saw on the news this morning. Get this, guys. Speaking of bad things for you. Y'all know how hot dogs and everything you can imagine is supposed to be bad for you, right? Well, dryer sheets are now supposed to be bad for you. If you have asthma, they say dryer sheets can aggravate asthma. Yes, salt is a definite must. Adds so much more flavor to everything you eat. Well, the oils that they say they soak them in uh, help to aggravate asthma, and it stays in your clothes. Oh, cinnamon rolls. I love making cinnamon rolls, but um, one thing about cinnamon is actually can't have it in huge proportions. So, as a matter of fact, cinnamon rolls sound really good. So this is how I make my BLTs, guys. Actually, um, sometimes I use Texas toast, but just regular BLT. Nothing fancy about it. Sometimes I toast the Texas toast. Sometimes I toast the regular toast. It just all depends. Thank you, guys. Andrew, barbecue or sour cream and onion? Barbecue or sour cream and onion?
Barbecue.
Sweetheart, you want to? No, I don't do homemade chips, but I do homemade French fries. I make those quite often, so. No, these big, huge family bags of these chips were at Walmart earlier, and they weren't even $2 a bag. So we're like, yeah, we gotta get those. Lucky on that one. Okay, guys. So, oh, you're very welcome, Sharon. I pride myself in making people hungry. That way they want to come to my live stream again or repeat watching what they just watched being made so they can make it themselves. So, good old BLT and chips. Nothing fancy tonight for dinner. I'm going to try to. I haven't been consistent in the past with my times, with what time I come on live, but I'm going to try my damnedest to be live every night at 5:30. That way, it gives people more of an opportunity to know when I'm going live, and say, "Hey, you're live." Okay. Um, but I always have a thing at the end of my live stream. Um, tonight's not that important for me to do it, but if I make something that people don't usually make, or it's labor intensive and takes a lot to cook, um, I always take a bite at the end to show that yes, I do eat my own food. It is good, and things like that. So, um, here, I took a bite. No, but really, I gotta get going. Um, I actually have to. Oh, you come in at the very, very end. I see how you are, Rinda. But I have to get going. There's another channel that is live that um, they taught some tech on there, and I asked him to talk about something specific tonight that I'm going to implement into my live stream. So it's tech stuff that enables me to have better opportunities and things like that to do different things. So, I'm gonna go watch his channel and talk to them. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to send me an email about anything, if you want to see anything made, if you have a thought about something, if you want to see uh, how to do something specific, send me an email. My PayPal link is in the description as well. If you wish to donate to my channel and try to um, see better food made, see it in a better light, things like that. Uh, any kind of donations help with the channel, help with the house, help with the adoption, things that are going on with us. So anything would greatly be appreciated. Also, that GoFundMe link is in the description as well. Go check that out. It would really help us out if you did. But thank you guys. Really appreciate each and every one of you coming in. Like I said, I got a scoop. So, y'all have a great night and eat some good food.